Hey guys, how you doing? It's time for another one. This one is from Manhood. Let's go ahead and get into it.
It's not fair. It may not be fair. In my man. Thank you to my man.
I'm 53.
You guys see that upper lip?
And I just can't believe that I'm sitting here and it has been several years. I think it was over a year I had a date, and then it's been several years since then. Where are all the good men?
Ah, I love this chat. I love this. Where are all the good men? Let's go over where they are. They're in church. They're married to someone, not you. They are doing good things like loving their neighbor, helping old ladies cross the street, studying at university, building businesses. They're inside playing video games. They're doing wonderful things for their family. They're not at the bar or the club. They're not cheating. Um, that's where you'll find them. Anywhere other than probably where you're looking.
I'm tired of being alone. I want to share my life with someone. I am just freaking done.
Girl, you are 50 years old. Sharing your life with someone is over. Look, when you're in your 20s, your prime time. You can mark up the price. When you're in your 30s, probably got a kid or two, your value is 50%. You get into your 40s, your discount. You get into your 50s, your clearance, sell as is, used goods, you know. Eh, eh, These women will come and get with a man for 20, 30, 40 years sometimes, and then they'll break up because they say they need happiness. I'm pretty sure she may have been with a good guy, and then she's like breaking up with him because her happiness is more important than her family, and she's willing to destroy everyone's lives, I can assume, because I see this all the time, because she wants to be happy. Oh no, boo-hoo, we want to be happy. Well, how's that working out for you? You're crying in a car, posting on what, TikTok? Because you have no friends. You're looking for validation from strangers who don't even know you because you can't accept the fact that you made a stupid decision. Okay? No sympathy for this woman. None at all.
I want to be in love. I want to share my life with someone. I
There
want
it
to feel the
is.
joys. I want to feel.
Did you guys hear what she said? I want. I want. I want. What about what he wants? Or what y'all, as in we say in the South, want?
My hands held. I want to be held. I want to kiss. I want to support. I want to make coffee with that person. I want my person. I want my person. Why is it so hard
Where
to
are the
find
good
your
men
person?
at? Where are the good men at?
By the time some women hit their 50s, the attention, options, and youthful confidence of their 20s are long gone,
It's almost like exactly what I said is what this guy's saying.
and their fertility window has mostly closed.
Yep.
Years spent
Ladies, whether you want to accept it or not, you have made a statement. Now, not all ladies have made a statement, but you ladies have made a statement. And it's on TikTok and Instagram, and it's hundreds and thousands of women, okay? They're all saying, where are the good men at? We don't want to be approached. Well, guys, why don't you approach? Well, don't approach us. Well, don't be a creep. And I was just working out, and some guy asked me for my number. Ew, ick. You can't have it both ways. Modern women have spoken out and they said, we don't need men, period. That's feminism ideology. I hope you're single the rest of your life. Now, if you can get over that fact and you think, hey, well, maybe there is something wrong with feminism. Maybe there is something wrong with the fact that I'm in my 40s and 50s and I'm single. Maybe there is something wrong with my attitude. Then we can talk and I can help you fix your problem and I can even find you a good man. I can tell you where to look, what to do to court him. I can tell you what you need to do. I can tell you how you need to behave. I can tell you how to change yourself. I can tell how your views need to be. And I can fix you if you want to be fixed. But if you don't want to be fixed and you think there's nothing wrong, i.e. all of these women that I'm reviewing, Well, you're going to be single for the rest of your life. You need to be okay with that.
Prioritizing careers, independence, and me time over choosing and building a relationship
Right.
leave them lonely, anxious, and desperate for affection.
And here's the thing, chat. If a woman is really worth the value that she perceives she is, you know how you ask a woman and she's a solid 4 and she says, I'm a 10? That the market is not saying that. The market dictates your value. Whether it's like with the whole movement of, well, I believe I am an avocado because I believe I'm an avocado, so therefore I am an avocado. That may be true, but that's a mental illness. That's ideology. Does my hand turn into avocado because I think I am? No. Do my cells say that I'm an avocado? No. They say I'm human. So even if I think I'm an avocado, I'm not actually an avocado biologically. The same with these women. Because you think you're a 10 doesn't mean you're actually a 10. And the market will tell you what you're worth. If you're a high value woman that men are seeking, you will not be single, period. Men will not allow it. Now, if you think that you're way above your value, and for example, you go to a store and you want to buy a video game, and that video game is $50, but these women are in their 50s. They're the old game that came out way back in 1990, and they say, I'm a $500,000 game. I'm a $100,000 game. Men, are you going to buy it? That's what I thought. So you don't get to dictate your value. Men dictate your value. So even though you don't need men, you're still single and alone and wondering where all the good men are. You don't get to dictate your value. If you are worth the price that you're asking, someone will buy you. It is what it is.
They ignored or dismissed men when they were younger, believing they didn't need one. Now, reality hits hard,
That's right.
and they crave what they once took for granted.
And look,
The
I don't want to come off as a woman hater. I am definitely not. I want women to find the men of their dreams. I want men to find the women of their dreams. I want to improve you as men and women. I want to change the culture. I don't hate either side, but if we're going to have a serious conversation about how to fix this, we need to address the problems without disillusion, without illusion. We need to look at it really objectively. You know, there are going to be some feelings hurt. It's part of the game. I want you to win. I do not want you to lose, but this is how you win.
choices of youth come back to define their later years.
If women didn't cry on camera, like legitimately, like if women didn't cry on camera and they had a legit case, like, hey, I've been doing this, I've been working on myself, these are the things I'm doing, I'm trying to be more positive, I'm trying to be a better person, I'm trying to learn this, I'm trying to learn that, and they were humble about it, there are thousands of people on YouTube who would help them. I mean, realistically. But when they get on the camera and they cry and they fuss and, oh, the men are bad, and they throw out a statement, I'm single, so just know you're not alone. Well, you're a single woman giving other women ideas about how to be single forever, because what you're doing isn't working for you, and now you're passing it on like a help message, like you're important. I can't stand that, guys.
What my freaking man?
There's a man at GameStop. I can hook you up. Hope you like pot. I can get you a man.
Quite literally rolling around in horse shit, trying to get
Language.
this bottom thing off my car. I don't want to talk about it.
Well, chat, you know, I know she's in a tough spot, and I know she's crying, and I know she's probably a feminist. I mean, obviously. But, like, baby girl's trying. We got to give her props. Let's give her a round of applause. She's trying. She's trying. And she will come to the conclusion that she needs a man. And then all of a sudden, all the man-hating comments, they gain a little more respect.
I'm gonna cry. I'm trying to get this off, and I need
That's
a
a-
screwdriver.
That's just the bottom. Oh, she's got scissors. Oh,
Wish
no.
someone would pull over and help.
Guys, I would legitimately pull over and help her, even if I had my wife and my children in the car. I mean, this makes me sad. She's trying so hard. I mean, Lord bless her. Lord help her. She's doing everything as bad as you can do it. I would absolutely help her. I feel bad.
Because I don't know what to do.
Oh, you don't have to cry. It's
Oh, someone
okay.
just pulled over. No way.
There you go.
Thank you so
I gotta say it, guys. This woman's reaction is how most independent women would react.
Absolutely.
And I know I might get a lot of hate for saying it, but this proves men's points when they roll their eyes at women that say, I don't need no man. Because sure, when things are going well for you and you're not running in.
Look, chat, do you agree? Women say they don't need a man, and then they get caught and they always need a man. The reality is all women need a man, whether they admit to it or not. Us men, we understand. We know that there's going to be a jar that they can't open eventually. We know they're going to want to do some silly project that's going to require them to lift half a ton of materials, and then they're going to realize that their body isn't equipped to do that. A man's is. We were built to work. That's why we're stronger. That's why we have more endurance. That's why our muscle masses and our bone density, our heart, our lungs are much thicker and bigger. We were designed for this. Our DNA screams men work, and we do. These women that say they don't need a man. Women say they don't need a man. It's funny. All men say, I need a woman. All good men need a woman. And no man has ever said, I don't need a woman. I've never heard that on TikTok or on Instagram. I don't see it at all. But it's just funny how the script is flipped a little bit. And, women say they don't need a man until they do, which is often and all the time. But men are not proud enough to say, I don't need a woman. They're like, I would love a woman. I like women. They're great. Let's find a woman. They just don't like dealing with the bull crap that these modern women have developed.
To any issues,
Dangerous
you're not
mindsets.
stranded on the side of the road with your car falling apart. Of course, you can be a little overconfident in what you're capable of handling.
Absolutely.
But don't forget that one, the reason why your life is pretty easy is because of men. And two, the second your
She
life
said it, not
becomes
me.
not so easy, guess who you're going to be hoping and praying is headed your way.
Dear Lord
Welcome
Jesus,
to
send me a man.
Independence, ladies, where you think you don't need men until life actually tests you.
That's right. And you know what? That's
All
okay.
that confidence
That's
disappears
okay.
the moment things go.
Look, my wife, the sexiest thing she does is when she cooks and she cleans, and she loves doing it. When she takes care of my kids, it's so sexy. Guys, you have no idea. You have no idea. And you know what? She loves it. I didn't tell her to do that. She naturally wanted to do that. And women, it's almost like, I need you to hear me. You probably have heard some stuff. You're like, this guy's a clown. Okay, I give you that. I am a clown. I'm kind of funny. Not really. But the reality is that when a woman takes on her role, and I don't mean all women have the same roles. Some women like mowing the yard. Some women like fixing houses. Some women like construction. Very few, but they're out there, okay? Some women like electricity and rehabbing houses. I see real estate agents rehabbing houses all the time. They love it, making money. Wonderful, okay? Use that. When a woman does the things that she loves and that she's passionate about, my wife is a traditional, in every sense, church-going girl. She loves to do that. You don't have to tell her to do that. You don't have to ask her. She just naturally does it. There's so much power. You women think you have to be men to gain power, that you somehow need to prove yourselves to us that you can do things better. Ladies, you are not fooling one man on planet Earth, not one. You cannot handle what a man can handle, and i.e. a man cannot handle what you can handle. It's a two-way street, and it's beautiful. You don't have to prove yourself to men. You just do the things that we find feminine, and it is amazing how much a man will fall for you. And we've gotten away from that. That's why so many women are single now, because they're trying to get away from being a mom. They're trying to get away from kids. They're getting away from holding down a household. They're getting away from cooking and cleaning and being nurturing and being loving and being empathetic. All of that's gone with feminists. If you just accept that the things that you were created to do, whether you believe it or not, when a woman acts like a woman naturally, it is the sexiest thing to a man. When a woman assumes the role of a man and says, I don't need a man, you're going to turn every man away from you for the rest of your life. If you don't think I'm right, Let's look at TikTok and Instagram. We're reacting to the women who say that I'm wrong.
Sideways. And suddenly the same men you ignored are the ones keeping you from drowning in chaos. Reality check. Your so-called
Does this guy
independence
have like
was
an
mostly a
awesome
fantasy
accent or what?
until someone actually shows up to fix what you
Look,
can't.
hey, it's going
Cry
to be
all
okay.
you want. But this is what happens when you underestimate men.
Honestly,
Ladies,
when people be
we
saying they
want
don't need a
women.
man, I'll be shutting the fuck up.
Whoa, language. I got to edit that out.
Because I need my man.
Yes, ma'am, indeed.
You know why? Because that's a good man, Savannah. A good man. And I need him. I need him.
Girl, what's up
Maybe
with that
women
lipstick?
would actually understand this if they stopped chasing
Chat, like, let's look at her again. Do you think she would be prettier without the lipstick and the face blush? I mean, she's cute. I think the lipstick and the blush and all this junk going on is making her uglier. She's a pretty girl. Why does she need to cover all that up? I don't understand. Let's skip ahead, guys. We like her. She says she need her a good man, good girl for you, good girl. We love her. Love to see it. Okay, here we go.
See here, women now want men that might have a raft. Do you have floaties? Do you have a canoe?
If it's in a hurricane, women want a man with a yacht. A yacht. They want a yacht. If it's a storm, women want a man who's got shelter. If it's an angry man trying to stab them, they want a man to be a shield, a meat target, if you will. What I'm saying is, women want something in the immediate that they don't know that they want, and they want it now because their emotions and their feelings change on a dime. So when it suits her now, I need a guy with money. Well, then once she gets a guy with money, well, I need a guy with a bigger PP. Okay, well, now that he has a bigger PP, well, I need a guy who has that and has a boat. Okay, and then she'll go for that one. And then she'll realize they're never happy. And these women, back in my day, boy, we used to call these 304 hoe. We used to call them hoe, gold digger.
Paddleboard, anything. We need water rescue men. We're willing to take you in, okay? We need
Guys, are you willing to cuff that? If she's willing to take you in because you got a yacht. What if old Jay over there has a bigger yacht? Food for thought.
a man that can come rescue us right now.
Oh, now they want a man.
Yeah.
Suddenly
we're taking applications right now. Just have a boat and you're accepted immediately.
Believe that men were put on this planet Earth to knock us silly with some logic and reason, because God knows that women do not have it. I'm sorry,
Amen.
we don't.
You
We
don't.
like to go shopping. We like to.
But look, women were created differently. That's okay. That's beautiful. Any God-fearing man will say that. Men and women, two different creatures. The way we think is different. Our DNA is different. Our hormones are different. Women have estrogen. Men have testosterone. Women develop progesterone. Women carry babies. Their hormonal profile changes. Women are very emotional, highly irrational. Men are highly rational, not emotional. And it's funny how when you take those two sides of yin and yang and you put them together, something beautiful happens. It's a complete circle. It's a complete picture. Where men are weak on the emotional side, the women take over. Where women are weak on the logical side, the men take over. It's a perfect harmony. The Chinese say yin and yang, perfect balance. When those two things come together, it's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. This girl's like super based. I really like her.
Eat food, like to watch Netflix and sit on the couch all day. Meanwhile, men are going to their jobs every single day, not
I gotta
complaining.
go to work today.
They're always happy-go-lucky. Truly, God bless the man's soul, because I don't think us women ever fully grow up. And our husbands are now our daddy.
Okay, look. I didn't say it. She said it. Women grow old. They don't grow up. Men, we're just happy to be alive. Like when you tell a man like, hey, we're going to go to lunch at that special spot, you know, the chicken place, the fried chicken, you remember last time we went last week? We're going to do it again. That man is happier than when he's having sex. I want y'all to hear that. That man loves chicken so much he would give up sex because that chicken's so daggum good. He'd been looking forward to it. That man's been working hard. Let that man get some chicken. Let that man get some fried chicken, okay? Some chicken. Guys are simple. We work really hard. The simple things in life, that's all we care about. That's why these women are trying to complicate this. This is not complicated. Here's the thing, women. If you think I'm lying, ask a random man. Hey, ask them their opinion about something. Say, hey, what do most guys feel about this? You'll find out that 99% of men are extremely simple. I think we're so simple it's hard for you to comprehend. But once you get it, we are so easy to please. So easy. We need so little. We want you to be nice to us. Is that hard? Don't be a witch. Don't be mean. Don't put us down. Don't pretend you're our mama. We are a functioning adult who carries a job and we make money. And we work hard every day. We never get a thank you, especially from spouses or wives. And you'd be amazed how being grateful, one trait, you change this today, women, you can get closer to getting a man, no problem. Be grateful. Be thankful. Be respectful. You can have any man you want. I'm dead serious. It's that easy. Be nice. There you go. Write it down. I just saved you. You're welcome. All right, let's skip ahead. What's this? Let's see this one.
Generally, in this day and age, they don't want to rely on a man. They want to be...
Look, she got that straight up raccoon build going on. She got the eyeliner, she got the lips, she got the filler, all of that stuff, man. She is out. She is digging hard, brother man.
Be completely independent. They want their freedom. I'm not going to lie.
Look at the hair behind her ears. This chick, if she took off all the makeup, by the way, she'd be a solid 7. She's gorgeous. She has nice big eyes. She has beautiful eyebrows. I mean, really dainty, petite. If she took off all of that makeup, she would be so much more attractive.
So do I. And they don't want to be or feel beholden to a man. The problem is, women need men way more than they think or will ever admit. Like, men, especially alpha, high, powerful men, don't actually need a woman, because if they earn enough money, usually men earn more. They can get a cleaner, they can go out for dinner.
That's right. I can buy all of the services that women offer. I don't necessarily need a woman. I want one. That's why I love my wife. I can pay someone to do all the things she does, but the fact that she wants to do them and she's happier doing them makes me happy, because then I can do what makes me happy, such as mowing the lawn. Sounds stupid. Got that dad build going. It's what I like to do. Leave me alone. I like to play a video game. I like to hang out with my friends. I like to play shooter games with my buds. And you're like, typical guy. Yeah, I mean, seriously, that's what makes me happy. Leave me alone. I don't judge you on what makes you happy. Leave me alone. But, she brings up an excellent point. And when a woman does what she wants to do and a man does what he wants to do, it magically just works out. If there's that common level of, I'm not the same as him, but I respect him, and there's that level of, I'm not her, but I respect her, anything can happen and y'all will weather through it fine. I mean, you'll get married, you'll live a lifetime together, you'll be happy, and when a problem comes up, you just talk about it and you respect each other. And you don't have this fear of always needing to break up, which these modern couples always have. When you're with a woman, you should be vetting her. I mean, you should be like, hey, I need to see these red flags. I need to know if she's like a narcissist. I need to know if she's going to put me down. Does she support that I like video games? Because, by the way, women, all guys, every guy on planet Earth loves video games. Why? Because it's an environment that we can control that makes us feel like we're important, okay? And you can be a video game to us, and you'll be the apple of our eye. You can make us feel important. Even if you don't agree, it's still respectful. You can be respectful. You can make us feel like going to work matters. You can make us feel like you're grateful for our hard work. You can make us feel like we're on a team. But a lot of these women, they don't. And that's what breaks my heart, because they're missing it. This is so simple. It hurts that these women are struggling with this, because, like, I just want them to succeed. I want men to succeed. I want women to succeed. We need babies. We're on a birthing crisis. We don't have enough children in the world to last another 2 generations. We're going to run out in 2 generations if this isn't fixed. That's data. That's statistics. Hopefully, this channel can make a difference.
Buy ready meals. They can get Meals on Wheels delivered to their house. They can literally pay for some spice as well if they want it. Women do need.
Did you say spice?
I don't want to have to rely financially on a man because I don't want to feel he has more power over me. But then in the industry I work in, I also rely on men for my income, you know?
Women
your
preach
boss is most
independence
likely a
all
man.
day. But when it comes down to it, they always circle back to needing men.
That's right.
How is it this? I always ask, how is it this hard to find a good man?
I can tell you based on looking at you right now, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 earrings, okay? We got the stunner shades. You're fully lipsticked up. You're fully dressed up. You're busty, big plus. But your attitude and your voice, I can tell. I haven't listened to her but for 2 seconds, okay? I can already tell she's a piece of work. Maybe that's where all the good men have gone. They look at her for a second, they hear her talk, and they see her ideals. She's not willing to compromise, which is what I can tell. Men are like, you couldn't pay me to be with her.
Because we are not choosing strong men. Strong, independent women need really strong men who respect their strong personalities and encourage.
No. That's what we call in today's modern world a simp, okay? No siree. I'm not handing in my man card because you think I owe it to you.
Their strong leadership skills. Oftentimes, I think where we go wrong is
Strong leadership skills? Are you kidding me? That's a manly trait. Why would you want strong leadership skills? Have you ever read the Bible? There's a section in the Bible in Proverbs where it talks about the Proverbs woman, how she never complains, how she wakes up, how she toils the field. She makes sure her family has clothes. She's responsible, but she's not a leader. Leader, as we believe, is more of a masculine trait. In fact, if you look at different languages across the world, leadership in predominantly most all languages is masculine. It is a masculine term. It's not that women can't lead, but they need to know their role. A woman leads by exhibiting characteristics that want to win. So, for example, a woman leads when she wakes up early and makes sure her husband is taken care of, that she makes sure her children are taken care of, when she knows it's her responsibility to make sure that their family is fed, to make sure that their husband is eating, which my wife has to do with me because I skip 3 or 4 meals because I'm working. She has these things that she's responsible for and she takes care of them. There's nothing sexier than that, women. I'm telling you. These women who are strong and independent think they have to be aggressive and narcissistic and that everyone has to bow to them. But they'll get exactly what they deserve. They'll be single for life because no man is going to cuff that. None. Not one, I guarantee you. Because if they would, why is she on TikTok ranting to a camera all makeup doll up saying everyone else is the problem, not me? You know, women, when you accept responsibility, women don't lead per se, because that's kind of a masculine thing. And men don't want women to lead. Men want women to be responsible and accountable, period. You make an oopsie oh daisy, you say, I'm sorry, I made a mistake. You keep a man for a lifetime. I just fixed you, okay? Men want accountability. Men want responsibility. How many of you guys would cuff a woman who sits on the couch and watches Netflix all day while the children run around with dirty diapers and the house is a mess and it smells like crap? She never cooks, never cleans. She's entitled to your money. And if you say anything, it's going to be a fight because she's a feminist. That's this woman right here. That's this woman to a T. Do you guys think that's a good relationship? How long do you think that's going to last? It's not. As opposed to a woman who makes sure everything's taken care of. I want my house to be clean. I want the dishes to be done. I want my children to be fed and to be clean. I want my husband to be happy. I want our house to be a place of peace. I want my husband to succeed. You see the difference there? If these feminist women would just denounce feminism, which sounds hard, and it probably will never happen, they could experience a life full of happiness, but they're not willing to do it. It says in the Bible, you cannot serve two masters, right? You can either serve yourself or you can serve someone else. And she is choosing to serve herself at the cost of herself because she will be single the rest of her life until her attitude changes. Whew,
We
that was a
choose
rant.
really masculine men, thinking that they're strong enough to hold us up, but the type of strength we need will only be
The type of strength we, as in women, need. No, we're not there to support you. That's wrong. You are there to support us. In the Bible, God says it clearly. Whether you believe or not, just listen to the story, okay? In the Bible, it said man was lonely. So God put Adam to sleep. He took a portion of Adam's rib and he created woman because man was lonely to be a helpmate. Those are actual words in biblical scripture, okay? All of the roles that a woman that man finds sexy are strictly, even if you don't believe in religion, they line up completely and wholeheartedly with that text. You can't tell me they don't. I'm not convinced of that. I have a lifetime of experience saying differently. If just give it a thought, okay? Man was lonely, woman was created for man because man was lonely. She's acting like woman was created first and man was created to serve women. How's that working out for you? Well, she's single and alone and a feminist. Get what you pay for.
found in a secure man. The strength of a man will never be found in his muscles. The strength of a man will never be found in his wallet. The strength of a man will only be found in his values.
Strong, independent women keep whining about not finding a good man.
Yeah, I've heard enough. I've heard enough. Oh, I've heard enough. Well, guys, that's about it for today's video. I do hope you enjoyed. There's a lot of tidbits of wisdom out there, and I really love doing this reaction style content. A lot of this stuff is actually pretty similar. Like you hear the same song, the same dance. Woman cries, I'm alone, where are all the good men? We answer the question, they say, well, that's not right, and then they go on and be single for the next decade. You check in with them, they're still single. Meanwhile, good men, they don't stay single for long. You'll notice that. Good men who have a good head on their shoulders, a good woman will find them because they realize it's not a game and they realize that this is serious and they want to be happy and they go for it. These entitled feminist women, they want someone to do the work for them. And then they want to have the option to say, no, you're not worth it. Go away from me, you creep. They want to play this game. But the reality is now that feminists have become the internet, you even see men feminists now. What the devil is that? You're not even a woman. How could you be a feminist? But I see it all the time. It's so backwards. But, you know, I want these women to succeed. I want men to succeed. If you see any traits like these women in the video, run, 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 hide, flee, run up a tree, whatever it takes, get away from them. These people are not going to change, even if presented evidence. And they're going to stay living a hateful, everyone else is wrong but me life, and that's just toxic. Feminism is just toxicity that's legal, right? Women can say and do and hurt things. If a woman says that you raped her and there's no evidence, you still go to jail for 2 years until they can prove you didn't. It's toxic, okay? So when you're in, you know, don't take a charge for a woman that doesn't even care about you. Some of these women you just have to run from, brother. You just have to run. But I hope this video was enjoyable. I hope you liked the content. I hope you got something out of it. As always, leave me a comment down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you on the next video. Peace be with you.